everyone, today I'm going to show you one of my favorite bottom third pole moves, the floor pirouette. So as the name suggests, it's a pirouette on the floor using your knees, as opposed to standing up on our feet upright as we would normally do. I recommend using knee pads or leg warmers or something to give your knees a bit of extra protection during this move, as it can be a little bit painful when you're first learning it. You can try it in bare feet or in heels. The move is going to be different depending on whichever you choose. I will explain how to do it in heels and how to do it without heels. So choose what's best for you according to your level and your comfort as well, and your mastery of the heels. So let's get stuck into it. So just a word about ankles before we move on to the floor pirouette. In this move, it's super important to have really pointed toes and pointed ankles. So when I say pointed ankles, I mean that you're pushing through your ankle joint, not just pointing your toes, and making sure that your feet are not sickled. I see this move being done a lot with sickled feet. Not only does it look pretty weird, it's also not very comfortable and safe on your joints. So when you're in heels, you especially want to watch out for this and pushing through the ankle bones, as I talked about earlier. So even if I just come and take the weight on my hands for a second, when I say pushing my ankle bones forward, this is what it looks like. As you can see, I'm rolling forward onto the very top part of the platform of my shoe, and I'm pressing those ankle bones forward. If I relax them and I'm not pushing through, that's what it looks like. So push forward, rolling through the top of the shoe, push those ankle bones forward. See the way we've got some nice extension going on here to make it a nice flat line and it's not caving in? This is what you want. Without heels, we also want to make sure that our toes are nice and pointy and the ankle bones are in line with the rest of our feet. So same thing again, when I'm doing this move, I'm going to roll over the very top part of my toes, which can be very uncomfortable when you're first learning. So make sure that you take care and do this move to whatever feels good for you. If it really hurts and it's bad kind of pain, then don't do this move. Maybe try it in socks or with your heels on instead. So when I'm rolling forward onto the tops of my feet, let me just tuck them under for a second. So I'm taking the weight into my hands and I'm rolling backwards, and again I'm pressing my ankle bones forward. See how my toes are tucked under and I'm over the top part of my feet? That is what I want to do in this floor pirouette. You can't do it with flexed feet or rolling over the ball of your foot. Well, you can do it, it just doesn't look the same, so keep that in mind. If you want to do it to the full fluidity and full extent of the move, you want to roll over the top part of your feet and push those ankle bones forward. So getting back to the ankles and sickled feet. If I see you doing this move with sickled feet, not only will you make me very sad, it also can be very painful, and it's not a very healthy thing to do for your ankle joints. So you want to make sure that your ankle bones are in line with the rest of your legs. So when I say sickling, let me give you the best angle here. What's the best way for you to do that? If my foot starts to roll in like that, that is a sickled foot. You want to make sure it's nice and in line with the entire leg. So even from the front, this can be pretty hard for me to do. If my feet are sickled, so I'm rolling up straight and then my ankles are starting to buckle, so I'm creating a really weird line. This is pretty hard for me to do, as I obviously avoid sickling my feet as much as possible. The exact same if you are wearing heels. Make sure that your feet are not buckling inwards, creating this really weird shape, and also it's not very healthy for you. You want to make sure that you spend time building strength in your ankle joints to make sure that your toes are nice and pointy. Pushing forward through your ankle joints as well, as if you're a ballerina. When you're in your demi-point, pushing forward from here and from here to get a nice pointy foot and make sure that we're building strength through the ankle joint. Okay, so let's move on to the floor pirouette and with the pole. So I'm going to demonstrate this move in heels, as I obviously prefer wearing heels myself. We do a lot of stuff in heels here at Irish Pole Dance Academy. Also because it's a little bit easier when you're starting out learning this move. So in starting the floor pirouette, I want to think about doing a regular pirouette as I would standing upright on the pole. What happens in a pirouette? I'm turning towards my armpit. I'm going between the gap between myself and the pole. My top hand is nice and high, my shoulders are pulled back and down. So make sure that you keep this technique in your floor pirouette as well. Just because you're on the floor, it doesn't mean that you have to switch your shoulders off. So starting out, I'm going to be on my knees, side on with the pole. With my hip width gap, as always, between myself and the pole, shoulder pulled back and down. So I'm going to stick my head in my armpit, or have an imaginary sniff in there, so that my head is starting to go this way and I know which direction I have to go. My second hand, I'm going to turn my palm so that I can use it to push myself all the way through. Now here, we're obviously on our knees instead of on our feet, as I mentioned at the start of the tutorial. So I'm going to start to push myself through, turning away from the pole. I'm going to roll the top of my hand, sometimes where I'm pressing the back of my hand to the pole as you normally would in a pirouette. I'm going to keep on turning until my feet are directly behind me and I'm directly in front of the pole, if that makes sense. The pole is directly behind me and feet are close to the pole. From here, I've rolled to a twisty grip on my top hand, my bottom hand is pushing the pole. I'm going to come onto one knee, rolling over the platform of my shoe, one knee at a time, diamond legs in the middle, push the hips forward, knee comes down, second knee comes down, and I'm all the way through. So again, one more time. Flip your top hand. Outside hand helps you come through the gap, turning on your knees very, very slowly. Twist a grip, top hand, grab the pole, pushing with your bottom shoulder as well. So inside knee first, followed by your outside knee, making that diamond with your legs, push hips forward, do not single your ankles, knee and the knee. Again, take a snip under your armpit, roll that top hand, slide, your feet are coming towards the pole, your back is fully in front of the pole. One knee at a time, push those hips forward, close one knee at a time. It's really important to push your hips forward in this move as well to help you get better rotation. If I'm not pushing my hips forward as well, it's also easier for me to buckle my ankles. So I'm pushing my hips forward to allow me to push forward through my ankle joint as well. I'll do it a few more times so you can see that. So flip your top hand, head goes over your armpit, bottom hand has your feet through, swivel on your knees, my back is to the pole. This is where I lift the inside knee, followed by the outside knee, hips push forward, ankles extend, and roll. Knees come together again, full stop to finish the move. Knee underneath, hips push, roll over the ankles, roll over the platform of your shoe, and repeat. If you're doing this in bare feet, you're rolling over the tops of your toes. So you can do as many of these floor pirouettes as you want. I generally like to throw in one or two in a bottom third pole flow, as it's a really nice transition to help you get up off your knees and to come back moving into the pole again. So for example, after one floor pirouette, knee and the knee. Once I land on the knee, I can skate my outside leg around to have a spider spin to help me get back up onto my feet again. Just a quick demo of this move without shoes, so rolling over the tops of my toes as we talked about earlier. Exact same technique, going up your armpit, outside hands helps you feet through. So roll over the tops of your feet, one knee at a time, pushing those hips forward. And repeat, just to give you another angle. So roll over the tops of the toe, the knees leading, and I'm repeating, and repeating. And one more time, just so you can see what the toes are doing, and repeat. Obviously this way is more painful, you want to get used to that sensation of rolling over the tops of your feet. So I recommend trying either in heels first, so that way you can take the weight onto the platform, or you can also wear socks or something to cover that very, very painful part, so that you can get used to this movement just comfortably. So good luck with your floor pirouette, guys. Be sure to send me videos of your progress with this move and how you incorporate it into your dancing. I'm also going to show you another variation of this floor pirouette to go in a different direction, so stay tuned for that one. Take care and happy poling!